moving right along. Under unfinished business, we have the draft rules and regulations. I'd like to make an amendment to the agenda. We are not sending it to the membership for 14-day review. We've already done that.
Okay.
What?
I misunderstood that. I thought it was just before. We have to, we still
Oh, we
have to
still have
mail it
to-
out, which is what
oh,
Carol
okay.
was talking
We have to
about.
send a notice out and make it available.
Oh, okay. So can I please have a motion to approve the distribution of the draft rules and regulations to the
For the
membership?
distribution of what, please?
Hello.
Rules and regulations?
Draft rules.
Susana quiere hablar. Okay, Susan to first, you first please. Let me ask
Oh my
you.
Susan
Lord.
having her hands up first.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Susan.
Yes, my question is that didn't we were going back and forth, but when did we conclude that we're gonna mail this out for incredibly expensive?
We're not. That's not, we have to comply with.
No, what I meant is weren't we supposed to send it in an email?
Well, what council has told us, and we need to verify, is that we can send out we can send out a sheet of,
We have to send out a notice to the membership by regular mail to let them know it's available online on the website.
Got it.
We're going to e-blast it to them as well. And then we also have it available if they wanna come in and pick up
Okay,
copies
that's
from the
Yeah,
office.
that's nice,
okay.
okay.
All right, what's your objection, Larry? Go ahead.
This brings me back to the agenda of January 22nd, wherein it states unfinished business, draft rules and regulations. There is no approval that should appear on the agenda. It is coming forth for consideration.
Right.
Okay.
Therefore, it should say consideration of rules and regs draft for distribution to the membership.
That's true.
Now, the 14-day review and consideration is opinion and unnecessary verbiage.
Okay.
That's number one. All the law requires is the mailing take place 14 days in advance to notify the membership that the board is going to involve itself with making a motion regarding same.
Okay.
That's number one.
Oh my
Now,
God.
number
Say number
two.
one already.
Go ahead.
Pardon me?
Keep going.
Go, keep
Number two.
going.
I'm on a roll.
I'm
Number
listening, Larry. I'm waiting patiently.
Number two.
Okay.
Anybody who reads any page in the rules draft, okay, and doesn't come away confused and somewhat irritated, really has a problem with English and common sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
That's my conclusion. And all I examined was 2 pages.
Okay. Having said that, can I have a motion for consideration of distribution to the membership for the 14-day review? Motion?
I have a question before you ask for a motion. Was this draft submitted as repetitively stated to board members to legal for review?
Yes,
It was?
yes,
And he okayed it as written?
yes.
Well, then you need to change your attorney.
Yep, I agree.
Okay.
When is the unit owner comment period before you guys make decisions? I don't know. I didn't see it on the agenda, and I just don't want to make the whole meeting go by. We don't get a chance to speak.
After,
After what?
after the adjournment, before the adjournment.
So after you guys make your decisions?
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay, good.
I object, but
but I really don't have a problem if somebody has to raise their hand and they want to say something, we just have to move it along.
Okay, good.
Did everybody that wanted to speak sign in? Did you sign in?
you have to sign in to want to speak?
I put your name on there.
Is that okay? I didn't know. Is that a new rule? Because I never heard of
I think
that.
like that at every meeting.
You gotta sign in to speak?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Just
I
trying to
mean,
figure out
Every time we
what-
say this, you say the same thing, we have to sign in to
So we
speak.
need a motion.
Okay, yeah.
So do we have a motion
I have a
for
motion to
distribution,
spread that, to approval for all
Yeah.
the.
distribution?
Can I see those rules?
Consideration for distribution.
Can I see
to
the rules, the
membership?
draft real quick?
For that.
Okay. Okay, anybody second?
Yeah. Hold on.
Before we move on.
Yeah, I want to, yes, please, because I think this is very important.
Go ahead,
Oh, okay, sure. I just want to make a comment real quick. If it's, in regards to the records, if there's any portion of the rules here that is talking about records and access to records, I would like to comment on it, and I do see it, section 10, which I haven't read it, but if you give me a moment, I will.
Okay. You know, you will have an opportunity to do this in the 14-day review period.
Okay, I just want to comment on it before you send it out, you know, because I see the verbiage here, and it's really troubling that
What page is it here?
page 21, section 10.3C,
Thank you.
no owner may request access inspection of the same or identical official records or records more often than once in a 30-day period.
No,
I
the
object.
same rule we have now? The same rule we have now, right?
It's not the same rule. Similar, but not same. And I object to that rule as well. But this is more troubling because I can tell you, 30-day period and access to records,
I'm sorry?
because I've been studying this topic very closely recently. And 30-day period for access to records, and that whole section C right here is going to be problematic. And I can guarantee you, upon challenge, it's going to get stricken. And it's also putting a limiting verbiage here saying something of the same or identical official records. The unit owner has a right to request whatever records he wants, regardless if it's been requested in the past or not, whether it's 30 days or 10 days or whatever the case may be. So that's a problem right there. So to support Larry's point that he already pointed out, that if council has reviewed this and has approved of this, then I think council is misguiding Jade Winds Association.
We'll contact council with regards to that.
Sure, because I can tell you this is highly problematic, you know, the whole verbiage itself. And I'm just reading it one time right here. And before, if it has anything to do with pets here at all, I have to call it out now before you go through the trouble, because obviously there's a restriction in the declarations, and as we know, board-made rules and regulations cannot contravene any restrictions or obligations that are found in the declarations. Okay, and there's a clear restriction of sorts in the declarations that if the rules go against, then the rules upon challenge will be nullified. So I just want to save you guys a lot of time and waste the energy.
To change
Okay.
the regulations. Like we should.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems with it.
What's the page?
But I don't know, I haven't read it. I'm looking at it now. And I'm just trying to say, before you go through the trouble of approving this and sending it out, it's already, on first glance, already problematic and riddled with problems.
Here's the issue, before,
You know,
you know, I have a right to speak too.
It doesn't say a word, step down from the chair and speak.
What?
You're supposed to step down from the chair.
Okay, I'm stepping down from the chair and
Give it to
speaking.
Carol, she wants that position.
Larry, stop it.
So,
You very bad.
I can't tell you without a shadow of a doubt that that there's nothing in the rules and regulations that's problematic. The issue though is that it's taken an entire year to get this done. And while we take an entire year to get this done, we have unit owners asking us why we can't enforce rules, and because we don't have them. So yes, there may be problems, and yes, they may be challenged, and yes, we may have to change them in the future, but we need a working set of rules and regulations that we can use to try to improve.
Doesn't justify throwing crap out.
Okay,
to be
well,
honest with
okay.
you.
okay, so,
May I-
Right, that's true.
My two statements.
So whatever.
Number one, submitting
wrong,
this
it's
to
wrong.
the membership for review has no purpose.
You want it?
And no benefit. What is required by the state, I state again, is the membership needs to be notified 14 days in advance that the board is going to vote to pass
We heard
this
you.
draft
Yes.
as written.
Yes.
And this draft as written is putrid.
I
Yes.
get it, I understand you're discontent with the draft that's written.
And I will state to you that in my opinion, the attorney has not reviewed
Right.
the whole thing.
There's no way he could have.
Because if he has, he could be classified as an idiot.
Okay.
Just give me one.
All right, so Motion,
Again? Already done.
You need a
Mariah
clip?
makes the motion.
I have a motion
Second.
You need a
to
No.
approve distribution
No.
of membership for 40 day, 40 view, and canister.
Okay, objections?